Good day guys, welcome to the fourth video of this program, and on this video we are going to be looking at the market structure and our entry and exit plan. We are going to be talking on the market structure and our entry and exit plan. You see guys, no matter how good your strategy is in this financial analysis, no matter how accurate it is, if you didn't have an entry plan and exit plan, your strategy is good as nothing, because it's like a phone without a battery or a phone without a SIM card. It has a limited work, it has a limited power, because we are not those big boys, those banks who can just enter markets anyhow. We are trading with our small accounts. We are trading with sometimes $10, $20, $50 and $100. So a small movement a day can blow all that money. So because of that, we are going to take a trade when the market give us signals to trade it. We are not going just to take a trade. So now we are looking at the combination of the market structure and our entry and exit plan. So we are in pounds US dollar here, and we are in the monthly chart. Let's go back to the monthly chart. As I've said in my first video, the market structure is combination of the market movement, the combination of impulsive movements and corrective movements. This is we first have a movement here up, we have a corrective movement here, and here we have a turning point, and we have a aggressive movement down here, a very corrective nation, a very impulsive nation movement, and then we start having something like this, then we start having a lot of corrective movement, though it's towards the down movement, but the movement is very corrective in nature with a lot of people back. You can see here you have a larger corrective, it break it down, and it was forming something like a shady channel, a descending channel rider was forming something like descending channel. So the market structure now is combination of this movement here and this movement here. We are looking at this movement here now to trade the breakouts from down here and down here. So we are looking at this movement majorly. This is the movement we are looking at. We are in a corrective movement here in the monthly chart in in pounds US dollar. We are in a corrective movement, so we are possibility looking out for the breakout of this structure. So now for us to do so, we are going to analyze this structure, analyze the movement in this structure one by one, so we know when the market will break out, so we can scalp in. So let me start by constructing you can see this, we are having something like a channel that we have two touch in both sides, and presently in this channel we are having another impulsive and corrective movement. We first have a corrective movement, then we have impulsive movement, and now we are having a corrective movement too. We are having a corrective movement too, and that is we are in a corrective movement pattern. that I say probably it may be the down channel, and in this partner itself we are even in another corrective movement. Even in another corrective movement, which the price is leaving the resistance level coming down to the support level. So this movement I'm probably expecting my first touch here, second touch, and break out of this strategy because I have 1 2 3 touch here. That is what I'm expecting, and its probability I'm not certain because price is not yet reached here. So we are in, as I've said, we are in a corrective partner that I say probably it may form a descending channel, and inside this descending channel we are even in another corrective movement that has support and resistance level. So we can go to the weekly chart and look at how things. And in the weekly chart you can really see that the price has leave the support and resistance level in form of head and shoulder or W formation. But if you are going to use line chart, we will have head and shoulder, the candlestick give us a rejection here. This is a rejection candle that we are going to talk about very soon, a rejection candle here. So this partner is like head and shoulder. So we are probably expecting things here. Probably expecting a retracement here and continue the down movement, but we are expecting it probability maybe it will retest this zone because this is the neckline. Maybe it will retest it and continue its movement now. That all this thing is just probability. The market is going to tell us maybe it will retest that place and come down, or it will break it and fill this space here. Because one of my friend have told me that he discovered an descending channel in that partner, but I told that guy that day, because I told that guy that I'm not sure, I didn't confirm that ascending channel because of this neckline here until I discovered that it break out this neckline, because it can retrace this neckline and start coming down. Now we have another thing like this, another trend line. Let's go to the daily chart to see this trend line. Yes, this is what really my friend told me, that he see an as first touch, second touch, and the third touch. But I told him that day that he should wait, he should conclude, because probability price may still reach here, and probability price may not reach here. Us is to draw proper structure of the market and wait for the market to give us direction. We should draw the proper structure of the market, combining the movement of the market together, and wait for the market to tell us when, where, and when it's ready to go. And as you can see this chart, you discover that the market have break through this place. So we may expecting that the market start going up, but don't do that. Don't expect that yet. You still have a lot of confirmation that you have to follow. And in this confirmation, I'm going to explain something to you, and that is candlestick confirmation. before I start discover this strategy, there's something I've learned if there's something I've learned, I call it candlestick partner, where some of us may have known this thing, where we start learning a lot of candlestick and their name and all these stuff. But here in this strategy, we just have three types of candlestick. We have three types of candlestick, and the first one is the momentum candlestick. The momentum candlestick is candlestick with full body or with a little shadow or weekly. You can see a momentum candle here. This candle here, you can see it's a momentum, and this even is a momentum candle. It's a momentum candle. And the second candle is rejection candle. Rejection candle like hammer and something like that. You can see this candle here is a rejection candle. It's a rejection candle. And the third candle is indecision candle. All these candle like cross, you can see this one here is indecision candle. Though it's a big indecision candle, let me look at another indecision candle. There's this candle here is an indecision candle here. Those are the three types of candle we have: the momentum candle, the rejection candle, and the indecision candlestick. Those are three category of candle we have. In these three category of candle, you may later give name to any candlestick you have. You may later have English shadow or anything you may call it, but to me, I don't have time in giving name to all those candle. All I just know that I have momentum, rejection, and indecision candle. So now we are going to use all these candlestick for confirmation and with our trend line. And let's go to 4 hours. When we go to 4 hours, there's something. When we go to 4 hours, we discover something here, that we have a trend line here. I've done this analysis before, that is why I'm not. Discover a trend line here. You can see it. We have a trend line here. For you now to conclude that the market is going up, when probability reach here, there's a structure that the market must break before you can start going for long, start buying pounds US dollar. There's a structure in 4 hours the market must break, and this is the structure here. It is the 4 hours uptrend here. It's the 4 hours uptrend here. Before we can decide of this is that the market is going up, we must have something like this and break this structure. That is what we must have with a confirmation candlestick. That the market is going up, probably a momentum candlestick. Because in any breakout strategy, there's something you must bear in mind. In any consolidation or in any breakouts, in any structural breakouts, there must be a momentum. If there's no momentum, there must be a consolidation, a little consolidation. And in everything, in 80% of breakouts, there must be a momentum candle. In 80% of breakouts, there must be a momentum candle. So before euro US dollar can start going up, euro US dollar must break this structure. But what paraventure is break it like this, and we have something like this. If you have something like this here in the 4 hours, we have something like this in the 1 hour, and then we'll be looking at we will be looking for confirmation, candlestick confirmation, either for breaking out or for retracement, like, or for rejection. We will be either looking out for two things, because it is possible that the market will do like that. We'll be looking at for either momentum candle that will break it out, or rejection candle that will tell us that the market is coming down. That will tell us that the market is coming down. That thing that we need. In the 4 hours, there's probability that the market may come here like this and have something like this. Then here we'll be looking at either for momentum candle that will break it up, or rejection candle that will break it down. That's things that we'll be looking at. But let's look at something in this trade. Assuming you want to take a trade, you are around here, you want to take a trade, you are here, you want to take a trade. Like that day, on this trade, pounds US dollar, those are signal reason that you should take this trade. You can see, though we have a breakout in the daily chart, we have a breakout with a momentum candle. You can see it, this thing break out with a momentum candle. Again, we have another momentum candle. For almost 2 days we have a momentum candle, and in the 3rd day we have rejection candle, and in the 4th day we have indecision candle. Now you want to take this trade, you can see something here that sometimes I told my friend that wait, the market will give us signal. They were like, how, when, or even when the market give us, how will you know that the market give us signal? Yes, the market will always give us signal that it was going to a direction or not. Ours is to follow the market signal. If you can follow the market signal 100%, if you can follow the market signal 100 times, we are surely going to win 80 times. But if you try to move ahead of the market 100 times, we are going to lose 50 or 40 times, because the market is not our family, it's not our friend, neither is it our enemy. So the market will always do anything that he wants to do, no matter how good our strategy is, no matter how accurate our forecasting and our prediction is. When you discover the strategy, when you construct the structure of the market, yours is to wait for the market to give you information, to tell you when it's ready to go. When I first discovered this strategy, I have a problem, and the challenging is my entry plan. It has 2 things that I meet on the way when I discover this strategy. The first thing is I meet a lot of opportunity. Sometimes on Saturday when I'm doing my analysis, I may discover like 4 to 5 descending or ascending channel, and a lot of opportunity. I will know which one I should take. So sometimes I will take all this trade, and a little retracement will blow out my account. And the second thing again is my entry point. I didn't have my entry plan. Immediately I discovered the strategy, I just entered the market like that, and sometimes the market will retrace, and fear of losing it out will come to mind. And when the fear of losing it out will come, I will close many trade, and many trade will hit stop loss. But then I decided, what can I do? What can I do, or what should I do that I'm not doing? And then I discovered that I didn't have any entry plan. So then I start looking for entry plan. Before I didn't use candlestick. I just use only line chart. But then I start using the combination of line line chart with candlestick. I will use the line chart to construct my structure from the monthly charts to the weekly charts to the daily charts. But on getting to the daily chart, I will start using candlestick for my entry. I start using candlestick like this here. Immediately the market break this out with momentum candle. There's two things I'm expecting here, either a consolidation and break it out, or a reversal and come back here. So I start using candlestick from the daily charts to look at the reaction of the markets, to look at where there's rejection, where there's indecision candle. So I may capitalize on this and have a lot of reason to take this trade. And here like this, I've discovered that the market will not just go. The market will either form a consolidation or reversal here, because the first reason is this line is our link line in the weekly charts, and in this week line now, though this downtrend here or down channel or anything you may call it have broken out with momentum candle, with two momentum candle, normal thing we should take this trade. I discover I am following a guy in the YouTube that's even told us to take a trade here, a buy sell in the middle of this second candle. But that day I comment that, are you sure this thing is going to go up? He told me yes. I said, how sure are you? He said he was 80% sure. I said yes, sure. You can't be 100% sure. But I told him that I'm not sure that the market will go up. On the third day, by 2 o'clock, he was up. He told the Covenant, did you see that the market is going up? I said, I'm not sure that the market is going up. And around 2:30, the market starts behaving somehow. And in the closing of that day, we have indecision candle. I didn't see anything. The next day, we have in that day we have a rejection candle. I didn't see anything. And the next day, which is Friday, we have indecision candle that confirm this rejection here. Then I called him, are you still sure that the market is going up? He said, I'm sure, but it's like the market is going to really retrace. I told him that is what I'm really waiting for before I will take this trade. You know something that you should always have is patience. Observe the market, patience is going to tell you where we go. So now we have, this is our neckline in the weekly charts. Let me show you. You can see it. This is our neckline in the weekly charts, and here we have a downtrend or a channel that you may call it. And you have a breakout of that channel or the downtrend. I don't regard it as a channel because of there's a lot of structure in it that I'm not pleased. I don't regard it as a good channel that I should take because there's a lot of things in this structure that if you start to analyze it, you will see that the channel won't be too good to take. Yes, we have the breakout of this strategy we have the breakout of this channel or anything that you may call it, but here we are having a rejection here. It's broken out with a 2 momentum candle, but then we have a rejection candle and we have a confirmation candle, which is indecision candle. Now the markets are going to do two things here. The market is either coming like this, form this thing and break out with a momentum candle, or the market is going to come like this and form W formation, come down and start coming down. And if the market form the W formation and start coming down, this movement will confirm that the market will come down and reach here. the market will come down this here. So now our entry point, we are going to wait for the market to give us the reaction. The market is going to give us the reaction here. We are going to wait. We are going to see, certainly the market is going to give us reaction here. We are going to see, it's going to give us information here. You see, when price approach this zone, you can see it. See a lot of information we have here. The price move like this. There's a lot of candlestick information. You can see it even give us a W formation, and there's a lot of rejection candle, indecision candle here. The market is going to give us a lot of information, and where he is going to, he is heading to, the market is going to give us information. That information is what I'm capitalized as my entry point. That is what I'm capitalized as my entry point. Like here, you see the market come here. You have first indecision candle here. You have its confirmation here. Yes, you can take that trade and put your stop loss here. But you see, after that, the market come here. It may knock you out, give us a W formation. If you take your trade here, you can see the market starts coming down. That's one thing I want you to put in mind when you want to enter your trade. And the first thing is the rejection candle or indecision candle. The second thing is the W formation. Though it's not in all trade, but in that trade that you see the W formation, it's a good trade. Though sometimes we don't usually find it, but remember this: in 4 hours or in 1 hour, start looking for W formation, double top or M formation. I'm not saying you shouldn't take any trade that doesn't have that thing. Of course you can't. If you see reason to take it, if you want to take a trade, let me say this. One of my friends told me something when I'm struggle with all these things. Told me that start have a reason, write it down. This is the number 1 reason, number 2, number 3, and if you have 4 reasons, start taking that trade. So if you are looking for reason, W formation, rejection candle, those are the reason that you should be looking at before taking your trade. And here now, so in the 4 hours, this is what I'm really saying, what I want to see. Here we have price approaching this area. Yes, like this. We have our structure here. We have an uptrend. The market approach it here. We see the touch. The market approach it here. The market approach it here. So now we are going to wait. Here, I'm using trading view. I start using trading view maybe from next month and so on. So we can backtest all these things. Maybe we are here. We want to take a trade here. We are in Wednesday. Yes, because the market reach here or something like Wednesday or Thursday morning. What we supposed to do is we supposed to wait. Though we have our structure, which is the up trade, but we have to wait. And if you wait, we see the market give us information here. 2 information. The first information, the market give us indecision candle in this area. The first thing, we have this structure, we have indecision candlestick, and we have a momentum candlestick. Many of us we call this partner evening star or morning star, but me, I don't give it name. All I just know that I have indecision candle and momentum candle that confirm that movement. Yes, we can take our trade here. We can start take our trade here because sometimes it will confirm, and I call this a risk taker. To me, this is second reason of me taking this trade. Sometimes I'm still waiting for the third reason, but probably I may look at it in another time frame. I may look at it in like 1 hour time frame, because we have a reason to, if you like this, we have two reasons here on the 4 hour chart to take this reason, to take this trade. We can take our trade here. I said we can take out, you can take it here because of this. We have two reasons. First, the structure. Second, the candlestick formation, the indecision, and the momentum candlestick that confirm it. So you can take it around here, the middle of the next candle here. Let's go to 1 hour. You can probably see that if you are here that day, you can take that trade because of what you see. We have W formation here, and after that W formation, you see we have candle like retracement, and then we have boom. You can take it here, but if you take it here, look at what will happen. Except those who are not afraid to lose, they can put their stop loss here. Normal thing that is where our stop loss supposed to be, here. Above this candlestick formation. So you are going to have a stop loss of 50 pips, around 50 pips stop loss, or 45 pips stop loss, and we took our trade here. But the market does not go straight like that. Do you see what the market still do? The market still come back and give us W formation. The market still come back and give us W formation, and again we have another indecision candle and momentum candle that confirm it. With this structure here, you can take your trade, your sell trade in them here. This is 4 hours candlestick. Like me, if I want to take this trade, I will wait for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Middle of that 3 hours, I will take that trade there. I will take it there. Why will I take this trade? This trade have given me 3 confirmation, 3 reasons of taking it. The first reason is this structure here. There's uptrend here. The second reason is this movement here, this candlestick pattern here. I call it candlestick pattern, or anything you may call it. Is candlestick information. The second thing is the W formation here. You may say, but it's not yet confirmed. To me, it's confirmed because I have a rejection candle here, again, and a confirmation candle here. I will enter it in the middle of this place, and if you enter it in the middle, You see, like at least we be having something like 40 pips now, 40 pips now in profit. So the market will always give us information when to enter the trade. If you just wait for the markets, they are going to give us when to enter, and things that we are using to enter is the structure. The first reason is the structure. The second reason is the candlestick formation that we have, the breakout momentum candle, the rejection candle, are the things, the W formation are things that we are looking at. Those things give us reason to enter this trade. But our exit plan, because I said we are going to discuss our entry plan. Another thing, when I start trading, I face another challenges, my exit strategy. Sometimes I will have a profit, like this trade, I'm in this trade in my live account and I'm having 50 pips profit. But do you know, so if sometimes I will take a trade, have 20 pips, 25 pips, 40 pips, and that trade will still come back to hit my stop loss. Because why? I have a target. The market does not hit that target before it come back to my stop loss. So this thing starts blowing my money again. This thing start blowing my account until I add about locking in profit and breakout events, breakout trade. Anytime I take a trade and I get 20 pips, I'm going to move my stop loss to at least 5 pips. So in case if the market retraces back, at least I will still have 5 pips. I will still have 5 pips. That's my first plan. In case if the market does not reach my target and I'm not there, because if you are there you can take decision. In case if the market does not reach my target, like in this trade I didn't really have any target. I don't really have any target because what I'm looking at is maybe probably the market is going to break this structure and come back like this. So all I'm just having is locking my profit in, or maybe the market is going to reach here and break this structure. So my exit plan here is, as I'm having 50 pips, I will lock either 30 pips, that in case if the market starts coming back, going up, it will take me out in loss or hit my stop loss. At least I will still have 30 pips. But Adebi, this thing is a shiny. We are going to talk about it, sha. We are going to talk about it in our next pair. So let's go to our next pair, which is good. Let's look at good. Let's look at good from the monthly. You can see here have very impulsive movements from donkeys of years. Let me say 2000. I'm sorry, 2000 or all this year like that. And then we have a retracement here. And then we have something like this. This partner is usually something you may hear about it, cup. But this partner is a partner that we don't usually see. You can see it's one in a decade. So it's not a partner that we usually see in a currency pair. But in a store, if you are trading a store, we usually see this partner. A cup will give us things like this. You have things like this. and here will be the confirmation. We will be looking at the breaking out here with a momentum candle before we take our trade. It's even a good partner. If you are trading store. By God grace, in the third month of this program, we are going to divide ourselves. Those who want to trade e-currency are going to separate themselves, and those who want to trade crypto and stuff. So we are going to talk about some partners, some things that we can see in currency pair, or we can see in crypto, that we can see in store, or we can see in store, we can see in other things. So we are going to discuss that one separately. This cup is usually partner that we usually see in store. Store usually have that partner, cups partner, cup. So we have it here, the monthly chart of the good. So now what we are going to we are going to analyze this little corrective here. We have the movement. You see the combination of this movement give us a cup partner, but we are going to look at this movement here. Why are we looking at it? The purpose of this combination of structure is that when you combine the movements, the past movement of the market, of the price, the corrective movement or the impulsive movement, if you discover that presently we are in a corrective movement, your duty is to analyze that movement and looking for breakouts, anticipate for breakouts. And if you are in an impulsive movement, your duty is to analyze it, that movement, and scale in. Join the trade, scale in. We scale in impulsive movement, and in corrective movement we trade and we look for the breakout, anticipate the breakout. Any trade we are taking, we will put it in the back of our mind. We are anticipating the breakouts of that movement. So we are going to analyze this movement here, but we are going to go to the weekly chart, because in the weekly chart we see something like this. Yes, I think we see something like that, and we have this. If you look at this partner from here, you can see we are having something like, let me construct the structure very well. If you look at it, we are having something like triangle, or anything you may call it, triangle and all those stuff. You can see it. We have something like resistance level here. Price come here, reject it. Price come here again, but something like in a triangle way, in a triangle manner. So now we are going to look at this movement here to anticipate the breakout of this movement. So we are going to go to the daily charts. Look at the structure here, and what we're only seeing here is this. Yes, let's go to 4 hours and look at this structure. If you look at this pattern here, you see you have first touch, second touch, and here is our first touch, here is our second touch. You're probably expecting the third touch to be around here, and then we expect a breakout if it is a channel, and if it's just an uptrend we expect it to. But because of this pattern here, You know, because of this pattern here, we expect this to be an ascending channel with steady touch, because immediately it confirm us it give us this steady touch. We meet this pattern here, and this place will become a zone. Two partner meet in that place, and it's a critical zone. I call it a critical turning point. We may be expecting a aggressive turning point there, but there's something else again. Discover something, that the market is doing something here. Our expectation is there for the market to reach here, but we are seeing something that when the market got to this place, it gives us a lot of rejection candle. We have a lot of rejection candle. We have first rejection candle here. We have it confirmation. We have another rejection candle here. We have it confirmation. Automatically, this will look like a this thing in our eyes, a corrective movement, because this is the movement in the daily chart. Something like the corrective movement here, the corrective movement, but then it's break. It gives us a confirmation here. Here we can take this trade. Why are we going to take this trade? Because we are still expecting a movement here. Yes, you can scalp in this trade. You can scalp in this trade. If automatically I'm having a sell position on gold. The reason of me taking it is that first I have a turning point here, a resistance level. Again, I have a resistance level here. I've known that even if the market is going to break it out, the market is going to break it out in two ways, either with consolidation and break it up, or with a momentum candle, because this is automatically a structure, a support, a resistance structure there. And but now when the market got to this place, it start giving me a rejection candle. That is probability. I'm 80% that the market is going to give me a consolation. And there's another thing, it is possible, 80% possible, that the market will come down like this and break this structure. Like, according to my experience, I've discovered a lot of movement, that's a lot of channel that did not confirm the third touch before coming down and break the structure, because of a turning point, a resistance level there, but the market is going to give us information. You know, I said the market always right. It's going to give us information. Here we have something like W formation, not yet confirmed, and again it's like we have something like partner. What we are going to do here is we are going to go to down, like lower time frame, to look at it. You see, it's like we are having something like W formation here. Maybe the market is going to go up or it's going to go down. All we just have to do is mark this consolation here. If the market break it up like this, then it give us W formation. then it tells us that the price is coming here, is coming up. And if the market goes up again, let me use this one. If the market goes up again like this in the 4 hours, you see that we may probably expecting a breakout, because why? We have 1 2 3 1 2 3, that is 3 touch in both sides, and the three touch confirmation is a strong signal I usually take when you discover in my ascending channel. I talk about three touch. Even in a corrective movement, I'm expecting a three touch in a flag like this. My best flag is a flag that give me three touch. Those movements I'm capitalize on. I'm not saying you should start capitalizing on it on your own, as me like I'm doing, but you can start looking at it. Confirmation. There's a lot of trade that does not give us three touch confirmation, especially in this area like this, in this partner like this, like flag. But when you have one that gives you, it's a good trade to take. It's a good trade to take. Then we probably expecting a breakout of this zone, a breakout of this, and expecting the market to come to this place before coming here, because we having a golden zone here. I call it a golden zone. Two important partner meet that place. Two important partner meet in that place. That's automatically you have two partner, two reasons that the market is coming down. Then we just need the candlestick confirmation. But if the market come like this, come like this, form this thing and break it like this with momentum candle, we are going to enter it here in the closing, like in the middle of the second of that momentum candle. We are going to, if it break it with momentum candle, we are going to enter it in the next candle that confirm the movements, and we are going to be looking for down movements. We are going to be looking for down movements. So what this video is on is that, yes, before let me see this, and when we are going to be expecting the market to come here to this place, and this is going to be our first target, but peradventure we are going to lock in our profit in case if the market retrace, because we can't be right 100%, we can't be right always. We are going to be wrong. A trade is, thousands of trade are going to move against us. I meet a friend who told me that, it's not a friend, it's a professional trader. He told me that if he took 5 trades a week, sometimes 3 trades are going to move against him, sometimes 2 trades, sometimes 2 trades are going to move against him, hit his stop loss. One is going to take him out in break event, and just 2 is going to go into his direction. And he told me something, that one will cover my loss, the second will be my profit. That means all these people we are seeing, they are even taking loss, but they will share us. If they will tell you when they are losing money, they will just come and start posting a profit result to us. So our entry here now is the breaking out of this consolation, this 1 hour consolation, either to up give us a W formation or to down. That is, or break it down here. Break it down here. We are in, when we see the first momentum candle, we wait for the second, and this is how we are going to enter it. In that second movement, we are going to enter it around 45 minutes. That is usually time I love to enter a trade in 1 hour, because if you see a confirmation like a momentum candle breakout, it is possibility that the next candle in the 20 minutes will give you a very long momentum candle, and around 25 or 30 minutes it will retrace and give you an indecision candle. Those things blow my account. They blow my account many times. It will give you indecision candle, and immediately something will take place, fear of missing it out. But when you take the trade around 45 minutes, then the candle is about to close. We only have 50 minutes. You take it around 48 minutes, 49 or 50. Then you are going to certain that this candle is probability is not going to give me a indecision or a rejection candle. So that is how we really time our entry point, and this is for this exit point. We are expecting it to come here. This will be our first take profit, and when it come there, it will confirm this movement here. To confirm this movement here, and what we probably have a retracement here, or a consolidation here. Then we are expecting another movement here to this place, the starting point of this channel, and then our second take profit is going to be here, the starting point of this channel. Though if you take that trade 100 times, you are going to see a trade that are going to confirm it 90 times. The 10 times it will confirm it. So how will you know the 10 times that it won't confirm? There's no how you are going to know it. There's no how you are going to know it. I read a book, and the author said, we take a trade based on the partner we see, and we exist a trade based on the partner we see. What he was trying to say that, like this thing we have, assuming the market have come to this place and give us a consolation like this, that is another golden opportunity for us to scalp in, to enter the market. So assuming we have entered the market here, and we scalp in again because of this partner. We see this partner, this structure, we enter it. Our exit plan, our first take profit is going to be here, but that is our first take profit probability that the market will go to that place. Another thing is that we are not sure the market will reach there. Our second exit plan is we are going to be follow the market. Follow the market. The partner the market shows, we are going to follow the market, because the market may retrace here, but it's going to give us a signal. It's going to give us a partner, and it's going to give us an information, and it's going to tell us that it's going to retrace here. How is to obey the market. Some of the mistake that many traders made is they are so confident. When I start this trade, I'm so confident. Anytime I see is shining ascending or descending shining, I'm so convinced to take that trade and leave that trade like that. But 80% times I'm right and 20 I'm wrong, and I can't predict that this is when I will be wrong. Then I just start follow the market information. The market is going to give us a reversal pattern. An instant that the market is going to go volatile without giving you a signal or an information is time of news, and news is just noise. If news can give you a low candle, that low candle will be a rejection, indecision at the end of the day. So I don't really trade that news because they are just volatile. 30 minutes or 1 hour, that candle will close. So except of news, before the market is going to reverse, the market is going to give you a signal. The market is going to give you a signal before it's going to reverse. So guys, bear this in mind. We take our trade, our entry plan consists of the structure of the market and the candlestick formation. What we are really looking at in the candlestick formation, in a breakout strategy, in a breakout structure, we are looking for momentum candle or consolidation candle. Like in every ascending channel, if you are going, or ascending channel, descending channel, if you are going to take that trade, wait for a consolidation and take that trade. In that consolidation, 80% times it gives us consolidation, and it's going to break out with momentum candle. Bear that one in mind. A momentum candle, a breakout candle, a breakout strategy, the candle we are looking at is momentum candle. And in the reversal structure, when you are looking at a reversal trade, you are going to looking at a reversal and indecision candle. So guys, bear this in mind again, that we are looking for candlestick for our entry plan, candlestick and partner formation, partner like W formation. Those are partners that I really like, W or double touch and M formation like that. So let's go to another pair, guys. Let's look at this. Let's start our analysis from the monthly chart. You can see something here. This is what we first see, movements here. After that, you see how we start having a corrective movement there. We have an impulsive movement to the downside, and we start having a corrective. We have impulsive movement to the downside here, and we start having a corrective manner here, from here, with a lot of pullback. You see it. This thing come here impulsively, but from here we start having the market giving us a lot of pullback. You see here, this is a corrective movement, and this is another one like that. So we are going to analyze this movement particularly to anticipate the breakouts either to the downside or to the upside. So we start constructing things together. This is what we have. We have support and resistance pattern. Price is coming to the support, though we are not sure yet. Maybe we don't know. Maybe price may still retrace back, but we have this. This is what we have. Someone may tell me that this is a descending channel or something like that. That's something that we are going to discuss about. Maybe it will probably the next video, and it's the I call it the phrase or manner. But we are going to say it in the next video. We have a downtrend here, because let me say this: 80% times 100% times I told you that if you take descending channel or ascending channel 100% times, we are going to win it 80 and we are going to lose 20. I have a reason of we losing that 20. 10% of it is not really a good descending channel. It's just a manipulation partner. But we are going to know that in our next video. We have a downtrend here. So we have 1, 2, and we have 1, 2, 3. We may probably expecting a breakout this side, but I don't expecting a breakout to that side. Yes, we may have a breakout to that side, but I don't expect a breakout to that side because of the structure of the market, the structure there in that market. I don't expect a breakout here. There's a support and resistance level here, a corrective manner. So if we are going to have a breakout here, this is telling me that this structure is going to break it up, which I'm not sure of. When it comes to the monthly charts, I'm not sure of it. This is what we have. We have it like this. So I'm probably expecting another breaking now to this side. So if that partner is going to work, then we are going to have a breakout to this side, which against the structure of the market. Though the structure won't be right always, but remember, 90% times the structure is right. So we have this in the weekly and we have this in the daily chart. I turn to my candlestick here to start look for an entry. So what I'm really expecting here, you can see we have our first indecision candle. You can see it. The second thing I'm expecting here is giving me a W formation. I'm really expecting a W formation here, because there's something I love about that partner. That partner is 95, has a 95 winning rate. If you can trade it with the market structure, have 95 percent winning rate. So I'm probably expecting that movement or a consolidation here, then breakouts. That is what I'm really expecting. And in your daily entry, I plead with you to start expecting these two movements, either this or we see it in the 4 hours, a consolidation and the breakout. If you can start anticipate that movement in a daily chart, you see a movement like this, and in a 4 hours, you discover W formation, you can take it, or a consolidation with its breakouts. They are the safest way to enter a trade. You see W formation or the consolidation. The best way to enter a trade, because you will believe in that trade. We believe in that trade. Even if that trade moves against you, you will still have some belief in it, that if I take this trade another time, it will move against me, because these are the major confirmation that you need: W formation or consolidation. So what I'm really expecting is here or here or this. So I go back to the 4 hours to look at I didn't see this trade again. That is why I'm yes. So I told you that I'm looking for either consolidation or this. So here I'm going to I'm seeing something here. I'm seeing W formation here. Though this W formation is in a wrong place, but it's in a middle. It's not in a wrong place. It's in the middle of the structure. We shouldn't take a trade like this, but I'm taking this trade here. Reason of me taking it is because I'm probably expecting a movement up here. So I'm expecting a movement up here in the 1 hour, in the daily charts, and in the 4 hours I'm seeing a W formation. That has given me reason that probability the market is going here, or the market may come here and break it. But in both, either the market come here, assuming I enter my trade here, the market come here, start coming back, I've locked my profit here, the market take me out in 2 pips, I'm not in lose. I didn't lose that trade. I still come out with 2 pips. Just 2 cents is better than 2 cents in profit is better than 2 cents in loss. But if I want to take this trade, what are the reasons I'm seeing? The first reason is this movement here, the first touch here. Again, the second touch, you have a rejection candle, and this is a confirmation candle. So these are reasons of me taking this trade: the first touch, the confirmation, the indecision candle, the confirmation candle, and the overall structure is W formation. So guys, this is how we take our trade. Another video is still coming on this topic, because this is the major thing that we should know. combination of the structure and reason that we must have before taking our trade. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Expecting another video on the market structure and the entry and exit plan again. This is going to be the part 2 of the market structure, the part 1 of our entry and exit plan. So thank you for this. We are done here.